The human brain. Before we explain what neuroplasticity is, we have to explain what is the human brain and its capacities. For instance, the functional distribution of the brain is, as you can see, the cerebellum, the medulla oblongata, the temporal lobe, the frontal lobe, somatomotor cortex, somatosensory cortex, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and the spinal cord. Brains have a similar appearance, but each one of them works in a different way. Superficially, all share a basic structure and a certain form, but if we examine them in detail, we will see that they are all incredibly different. Each one of them contains neuronal circuits of very different shapes and distributions. What is neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity is the brain's amazing capacity to change and adapt. It refers to the physiological changes in the brain that happen as the result of our interactions with our environment. Even in the case of monozygotic twins, this interaction is not identical, which means that each person perceives the world and acts in it in a different way, depending on the sequence of contexts that he or she has to live. Neuroplasticity is not something that takes a long time to occur. It happens constantly in real time, and even while we sleep. We are constantly receiving a torrent of stimuli, and we are emitting a constant flow of actions that modify the environment. And all these processes cause our brain to be modified. How can it help me in the learning processes in my student life? Currently, neuroscientific studies show us that the learning process doesn't only involve a change in the individual at the behavioral level, but also assumes changes at the cognitive level and at the anatomo-physiological level of the nervous system. Learning and memory are not specific processes that occur in a determined brain site, but rather they are functional states for which the participation of numerous nerve structures and the correct temporal activation between them. Therefore, learning depends on the motivational and the emotional state of the individual who learns, their degree of attention, their previous knowledge and skills, their sensory receptors, as well as the state of your muscles in the case of motor learning. Brain hemispheres. The human brain consists of two hemispheres joined by the corpus callosum, which are related to very different areas of activity and function in a very different, though complementary way. The left hemisphere controls analytical thinking, logistics, language, science, and math. The right hemisphere controls the holistic thinking, the intuition, creativity, art, and music. Neurons. Neurons are a type of nervous system cells whose main function is the electrical excitability of their plasma membrane. Neurogenesis. Neurogenesis is the process by which new neurons are formed in the brain. Neurogenesis is crucial when an embryo is developing, but also continues in certain brain regions after birth and throughout our lifespan.